Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 26th, 2020. It is the day after our Memorial Day weekend. I hope you all enjoyed your Memorial Day and the lovely weather that we had. On this day in history, we have a literary fact. So on this day in history, in the year 1897, Dracula went on sale in London. Dracula was a novel by Bram Stoker, and it was about a vampire, and it's become very popular throughout time. I'm sure you've heard of Dracula. So it went on sale on this day in history in the year 1897. Our word part of the day is a Latin root, and it's two roots that mean the same thing. So there is choir, Q-U-I-R, and quest, Q-U-E-S, and they both mean ask. So for example, inquire, when you inquire about something, you ask to get more information. A question is something that you ask in order to find out an answer. And a request is when you ask for something because you need it. So choir and quest both mean ask. Maybe you can think of some more examples. There's many examples that have these two word parts in them, but that is our word part of the day. My question for you today is, if you could start a charity, what would you start a charity for and why? If you could start a charity, what would you start a charity for and why? I think I would start a charity for some sort of education charity because I'm very passionate about education and everyone having equal access and equitable education. So as a teacher, I think that's what I would choose. Maybe it's a little predictable, but if you could start a charity, what would it be for? Our wonder precept for the day is, it's a Chinese proverb, and it says, "A single conversation across the table with a wise man is worth a month's study of books." I'll read it to you again. "A single conversation across the table with a wise man is worth a month's study of books." I interpret that as meaning that a real-life conversation with someone and learning from someone and understanding their perspective and hearing their story and their experience is much more enriching for you than just reading books about people. So conversations are very important. So something that I've always been told is that I should talk to people that are older than me, and I should talk to elderly people because they have stories and experiences. They have a lifetime of them, and they've been through so much. So I should talk to them and learn from them. So that is our wonder precept of the day. It is Tuesday, so it is time for our random useless facts. And the first one is, one reason phone numbers are only 7 digits, not including the area code, is because most people can only remember between 5 and 9 digits in their short-term memory. Interesting. The human eye is constantly moving. It quivers 30 to 50 times per second. Now, because I have an eye condition called a horizontal nystagmus, mine moves much more dramatically, so you could see it more, and more rapidly. But that's interesting to know that everybody's eye quivers. The maximum heartbeat possible for a human is 220 beats per minute. So if you've ever taken your heart rate, you feel your pulse and you count and you see how many times it pulses or how many times it beats in a minute. So they're saying the maximum amount that it can beat in a minute is 220 times. Interesting. Men have more blood than women. Interesting. This is interesting. I believe I might pronounce it wrong. Synesthesia, I think that's it, is a condition in which people can see speech, taste colors and shapes, and smell flavors. Wow, someone should look that up. So it's Synesthesia. So I think it's synesthesia. Interesting. Moving forward. The average person will walk far enough in a lifetime to go around the world 4.5 times. I think in quarantine we've all taken many more walks, so we might be going around 5 or 6 times. The world's largest cucumber was 47 inches long. Okay. And there are twice as many chickens in the world as humans. That makes sense because humans eat a lot of chicken, so we would definitely need more chickens than there are people. Those are our random useless facts for today. My joke for you today is kind of summer themed because we've been getting some summer weather. And my joke for you is, what do ghosts like to eat in the summer? What do ghosts like to eat in the summer? Ice cream. It's funny. It's a play on words. It's fun. And my mindful challenge for you today is to do some coloring outside. Coloring is really great for the mind and it's very relaxing. So maybe find a shady spot and do some coloring, whether you're drawing and exercising your imagination and your creativity, or if you're coloring in something, coloring page or coloring book, do some mindful coloring outside. I'm going to challenge myself to do that as well. And we'll finish with our story keys. All right. We have a lightning bolt and a star, or a shooting star, however you interpret it. So do a one-sentence story tell, starting with one or both of these topics or items or events, or however you want to do it, or maybe research lightning or shooting stars. My mom told me the other night she woke up in the middle of the night because she couldn't sleep, and she just went outside on the porch, and she said the night was so clear she could see so many stars in the sky. So maybe you and your families can do some star gazing or some star watching at some point this summer, maybe. And that's all I have for you today. Until next time, it's Miss G. See you soon.